Welcome to the International News Channel, News LD. Today we present to you a news entitled,
Resignation of Noël Le Graët, Management of the Benzema Case, Future of the France Team. The coach of the French males' soccer team, Didier Deschamps, throughout a coaching session for the Blues at the Jassim-Ben-Hamad Stadium, in Doha, throughout the World Cup in Qatar, December 16, 2022. CHRISTOPHE ENA/AP. Since the beginning of the disaster which shook the French Soccer Federation, FFF, which resulted in the resignation of its president Noël Le Graët, on February 28, Didier Deschamps had been slightly silent. In two interviews given to Parisian and at Figaroprinted on the night of Friday, March 10, the coach of the Blues didn't need come again to the causes which led to the departure of the chief, to whom he's shut. However, he explains that he had a nasty expertise of this example. Additionally, learn the story. Article reserved for our subscribers. Noël Le Graët resigns from the presidency of the F after a chaotic finish to his reign. No matter I say, I do know that my phrases will probably be interpreted. If I defend him, folks will say it is as a result of he extended me. If I criticize him, folks will say that I am letting him go as a result of he is gone, justifies the 54-year-old technician, whose contract at the head of the nationwide team had been prolonged by 4 years by Mr. Le Graët, at the starting of January. This determination had been taken without the one that was nonetheless the president of the F notifying the government committee, COMEX, of the federation beforehand. It was the president's determination, not mine. Says the particular person involved. Like all coach, I used to be topic to an obligation of consequence. If I am nonetheless right here, it is as a result of the targets have been achieved. Didier Deschamps acknowledges at the private scenario du Breton, after a damning audit report and the opening of a preliminary investigation for ethical and sexual harassment, put the establishment in problem and possibly French soccer as a complete. Nevertheless, he emphasizes all that he has performed earlier than in the reigns of the physique. Requested about the case of his counterpart at the head of the French ladies' team, whose mission was suspended Thursday after the withdrawal of a number of senior gamers from the workforce, Didi stated to himself disillusioned for her. Corinne Diacon was very severely criticized, whereas its outcomes pleaded in its favor, he believes. There, once more, he kicks in contact on the backside of the file. I haven't got all the parts, so I cannot remark. He insists on the kind one can surprise. Learn additionally, Corinne Diacon is not the coach of the French ladies' soccer team. It is the fact, there is just one in these two interviews. Didier Deschamps additionally returned to the World Cup last, misplaced to Lionel Messi's Argentina on penalties. The competitors was removed from being an extended calm river. He recollects, pointing amongst different issues the absence of crucial gamers. Amongst them, his star striker Karim Benzema, who left earlier than the begin of the event on account of an harm in coaching. A case whose management was then criticized. The Ballon d'Or 2022 had lastly resumed coaching along with his membership on December 10. 4 days earlier than the semi-final in opposition to Morocco. Learn additionally, the upset historical past of Karim Benzema with the World Cup. We did issues, on a medical degree, as we needed to do, and Karim is aware of it. Effectively sweeps the technician, who wished to ship his model of the information. Once I get up the subsequent morning, of his harm, I'm instructed that he's gone. He had determined to depart on a industrial flight. I textual content him, he replied when he landed. It is the fact, there's just one and that is it. Karim instructed me himself that he wouldn't have been prepared for the relaxation of the event, insists the coach. These statements have been met with irony by the 35-year-old. On Instagram, he printed a screenshot displaying remarks from the interview, including the sentence "However, what audacity," embellished with a clown emoticon. He additionally shared the video of a French snapcatter, Richie, repeating the phrase "liar, you're a liar." Above this excerpt, the scorer wrote, "Sacred Didier. Good night time. This cross of arms between the two males is only one extra episode of their tortuous relationship, and that which the participant maintained with the France team. The day after the World Cup, Karim Benzema introduced in a laconic message his worldwide retirement: 97 caps, 37 targets. This selection, Didi refuses to touch upon it. Do not ask me for his arguments. It is going to be as much as him to speak them or not. From Monday, March 13, we are going to all be centered on qualifying for Euro 2024, me first. Provides the coach, who must compose in two different typical settings, Hugo Lloris and Raphael Varane having each determined to finish their careers in blue. I am not afraid of heights. In any other case, I might have been shaky earlier than the World Cup given the criticism of the supposed lack of expertise, managers, leaders. I assume, even in the worst scenario, that there's all the time a constructive. He pleads. Thursday, March 16, Didier Deschamps will current the gamers chosen to compete in the qualifiers for the continental competitors, organized from June 14 to July 14, 2024 in Germany. France will face the Netherlands on Friday, March 24, 8:45 p.m., at the Stade de France. The World.